No, I want to win some races. That's the kind of attention I'm trying to get.
Really, STP was the first nationwide sponsor. They come along in 1972. And up to that time, we had a little support maybe from the factories, but other than that, all the race teams worked off of the purse. And all of a sudden, STP decided to get into Winston Cup racing.
Richard Petty comes to the stripe, and he will win.
They were the first major sponsor that started sponsoring us all over the United States. Then that was the beginning of other sponsors coming into NASCAR. Going back to Wilkesboro, this is where it all started. This is where NASCAR started 73 or 4 years ago. And I think it was dirt track to begin with, because I know my dad won a race or two up there when it was dirt. And at the time I came along, it was asphalt. And it was always a beginning of what NASCAR is today.
I think it's the same for me. I mean, I'm a big fan of the history of the sport. So I've always wanted to race at Wilkesboro. I went to a race there about 10 years ago probably. They ran some late models up there and I went and watched, and then they did a race last year. So getting a chance to race there and in a cup car, I mean, for me is pretty special. I think going back to our roots not only brings in the longtime fans, but I think it gets the new fans interested as well. You know, you get the new fans kind of learning about the sport, interested in the history of the sport. I think that develops their passion for it.
Richard Petty has won it right at the finish. Stan Barrett.
When Richard Petty comes into victory lanes, he brings a crowd with him. No race driver has more fans than this fella. As he crawls out, he flashes that big smile. Richard, you pull one up.
Yeah, they on them just out-figured him a little bit.